a very special guest. You can see he's got a big smile on his face, as all Liverpool fans right now have. They're walking around. It's like the Joker. You see all these Liverpool fans at the moment, they're walking around, got big smiles everywhere. I can spot them from a mile off. And why wouldn't they be happy? It's Chris Pajak from the RedMen TV. How you doing, Bruce?
Mate, I'm loving life at the moment, mate. We started doing RedMen TV when friggin' Hicks and Gillette owned the football club, and we lived through the Roy Hodgson years and finishing 8th in the Premier League. So I'm just enjoying life at the moment because ultimately we support a really good football team.
Yeah, you know what? When you say it like that, I think there's a bit of hope for us because I think we're kind of having our own Hicks and Gillette moment right now at Arsenal. But it's been going brilliantly for Liverpool. Unbeaten this season, unbeaten at Anfield. And of course, we come up to take you on in the League Cup. When I saw the draw come out, I was like, because we've got such a horrible record up there. But the first thing I want to ask you is just how well is the team playing at the moment?
Really well, and then nowhere near top gear either, which sounds stupid to say. I think, we saw in the League Cup last time, Klopp picked a team that was a mix of, squad players and youth, and the performance was probably one of the best I've ever seen out of a League Cup side. When you get those sides and you think, well, they're all good players, but they don't play together very well. And then they played like Liverpool. It was the biggest compliment I could give them. But the first team itself, I mean, when we've got the front three on, we're on fire. I think it shows now that when a team goes 1-0 up like Tottenham did against Liverpool at the weekend, from the first minute they were defending backs to the wall. And we've never had that before. Teams just are afraid to go at us. And it feels to me like it's a sign of respect for how good the side is. That teams are like, oh my God, we've scored, we better just not concede a goal. And it plays into our hands because we're really adept at breaking teams down now. Sat back, I mean, Tottenham, it was a close game on scoreline. We absolutely battered them. It could have been 4-1 or 5-1 at half time, and not for Gazaniga getting, pulling worldies out every single minute. It felt like we'd have battered them. But the biggest thing and the biggest compliment I can give this Liverpool side is it doesn't know when it's beat. It was April 2017 the last time we took a league loss at Anfield. April 2017, that's just crazy, isn't it? Fabinho hasn't lost the Premier League games that he started. We signed him at the beginning of last season. We only lost one game in the league last season. That was to Manchester City and stuff. And this season, we've started it like a house on fire with a draw away at Old Trafford. Now, you can laugh at Manchester United all you want in the situation that they're in. For us, yourself, when you go to Tottenham or something, doesn't matter what form they're in, that's a derby. And Manchester United played well against us and we still managed to get something out of the game. And, we just never give up, Robbie, ever. And, you can see Jurgen Klopp's in charge and we play like a Jurgen Klopp side. It's brilliant to watch, it really is.
Yeah, it's a bit the opposite here at the moment at Arsenal. We're just not, we've got good players, but we're just not performing at the moment. I want to ask you, right, which is very topical at the moment for all Arsenal fans, and we were sort of drawing in some previous shows that we were doing, the comparison, right? Now, the captain of Arsenal, Granit Xhaka, and you would have seen the meltdown that he had with the fans at the weekend and all the fallout from it. Your captain, which we spoke about when we were doing our show, very not similar, because I think he's done very well, but similar that there are a lot of fans of Liverpool, when I speak to them, that don't really rate Jordan Henderson, even though at the weekend, he's the one who got you back into the game with a big goal. But there's a lot of Liverpool fans you speak to, they'll be like, I don't rate Henderson. Henderson shouldn't be starting. Other players should be starting over him in the midfield, Keita and people like that. But the manager sticks by him. He's the captain as well. Does he ever get stick like that? If he's having a poor game on the pitch from the Liverpool fans, how do Liverpool fans react to that?
Not in the ground. To be honest with you, it's very rare I meet people who don't like Jordan Henderson, and I see a lot of it on Twitter and I see a lot of it on social media. That never translates into the game for me. Like everything, he plays a poor pass and there's someone around, oh, for fuck's sakes, Jordan. But then every player gets that You know what I mean? Like Salah can hit a bad pass or not play the ball through to Mane, and like fucking hell, Salah. That's just a reaction to a moment. I've never seen anything like I've saw with Xhaka. You know, there's loads of people out there that don't think Jordan Henderson's a good enough Liverpool captain, and I think that probably is more to the forefront than him being a good enough player for Liverpool. Let's remember he followed Steven Gerrard as captain of this football club, and it's like, you know, someone said it to me before, it's like following Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. It's like following Arsene Wenger at Arsenal. These are massive roles, and Steven Gerrard for us was a leader on the pitch, and he's taken over there. But you know, the one thing that maybe keeps the doubters at bay is that he tries his hardest, and for all the faults that he's got, he never gives up. And I tell you what, that boy likes to celebrate a goal as well, which I think as a fan you absolutely love, don't you? And he loves a knee slide and his arms out and all that type of stuff. But I think
but is that only that positive reaction to him? Is that only because you're, you know, obviously you're the best teams around at the moment, best team in Europe? You know what I mean? So it's all going well. What if it was all, you know, say he was in a similar situation to us where we're not performing well? Do you think the fans would be scapegoating Jordan Henderson, or do you just think that amongst Liverpool fans you would just never do that? You would never diss your player. You know, like, because what happened with Xhaka when he was being substituted, loads of ironic cheers, yeah, get off. That was before he made it worse by taking ages to leave the field and ended up getting booed, and then all his reaction and that. But could you see a situation like that happening at Liverpool to say Liverpool weren't performing?
No, I mean, even going back a couple of years, and Hendo was playing that 6, wasn't he? And there was loads of fans that didn't want to see him in the 6. Too many sideways passes was what was always labelled at him. Not good enough to play that 6. Again, a role that he took over from Steven Gerrard. And we didn't have a proper DM. And I think everyone realised now, with hindsight, that that's not his position. Everyone knew that anyway. He was doing a job for the team, and now maybe he wasn't good enough, but the manager was asking him to. That he didn't want to play that position, but he stuck it out for 2 to 3 years because the manager wanted him to do something. And during that time, there were loads of Liverpool fans that didn't think he was good enough at that role. But I've never seen anything like that in a stadium. Now, I've seen loads of people talking about it. I've spoken to loads of people in and around the ground and, you know, after the games and before the games maybe going in. But there's this sort of siege mentality when you get into Anfield that these are our boys, they're wearing our shirt and we're going to support them come hell or high water. And I was shocked that Arsenal fans did that because I know that they're so passionate and for me it manifests itself in a really bad way there at Arsenal because you've got all this passion, like you know, some of the most passionate fans I've ever met are talking to you and Troops and DT and everybody that I've met through Arsenal Fan TV, and I'm not having a go, but that passion for me manifests itself in a really poor way, and I don't think Liverpool fans would do that. And it's not me blowing smoke up Liverpool fans' arse. I've never seen it. I've been going the game for 25, 30 years. I've never seen it happen, and we've been shit during that time. It's just how you support your club, isn't it? And, you know, I've known from very early on that Arsenal fans are different to Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans are different to Newcastle fans. Everyone's fan bases is slightly different and they all support the team in slightly different ways. For me, I couldn't get my head on it. It didn't compute. I was like, what? They're booing the captain of the football club? Are you kidding me? I was genuinely shocked by it all.
To be fair, he didn't help the situation. I'm more upset with the Arsenal fans, the way they were sort of jeering him and the ironic cheers. The bit after when they started booing him, that was kind of a reaction, to all of that stuff, him taking his time to walk off, deliberately sort of goading the fans, throwing the armband down. He did a lot of things after that deserved to get booed, if I'm being honest with you. But let's go back to the game. I watched your last game when you played MK Dons. You had a lot of very young players out in that game. Do you think, and I remember I've forgotten his name, the kid at the front with the ponytail.
Harvey Elliott.
He's the one you got from Fulham. He was very impressive in the game. You've also got Brewster and those guys. Yeah, you've got some very good young players as well. Do you think you'll play a lot of those young players against Arsenal, or do you reckon he's going to send for the big boys to make sure you get the job done?
I don't know. I mean, historically, I'll be honest, Klopp hasn't really taken this competition very seriously. And part of that's down to the draw, you know, early rounds and stuff like that. I mean, we had a really tough one last year against Chelsea, I think, in the first game in the Capital One Cup for us, or whatever, it's Carabao Cup. And part of it's because he's got a small squad. And I think, you know, I think he recognised last season that with a small squad, we wanted to go deep in the Premier League and we wanted to go deep in the Champions League. Could he commit to the League Cup and the FA Cup in the same manner? Probably not. We're probably still in that situation. You know, we've got 16, 17 really good players, but we've not got enough to field two sides. You know, not like Manchester City where they can literally just put another 11 lads out and they're full of world-class players. Our squad isn't as good as City's. So I think there will probably be a mix of youth and lads who need minutes. You know, I think Ox is going to start this game and I think he'll be raring to go against you guys, obviously. I think Keita probably comes in for this game as well, if I'm honest. And then you might see the likes of Harvey Elliott, Ryan Brewster. But then Klopp surprises you sometimes and just puts the front three out and goes, go on, boys, do it again. And he very rarely rests. Yeah. I personally think that Liverpool need to start taking these competitions seriously. Because I think if you do need to, like, look, we're competing with City in the league this season. But to compete with Manchester City and the resources and the squad that they've got over more than 1 year, over multiple years, I think you need to be able to attract better players. And to attract better players to fill your squad up, I think you need more games. I think that's one of the things that if you were looking at Liverpool and City and let's say you're a front three player, right? And you know that they've got Aguero, they've got Jesus, they've got Sterling, they've got Sane, they've got Bernardo Silva, they've got the other Silva. And I've probably missed players here. He's got enough games because he goes to the finals in the cup competitions to give them 15, 20, 25 games every year regardless. Liverpool, you don't have that. He's going to play the front three in the Premier League. He's going to play the front three in the Champions League. And we get knocked out early. How do you recruit a fourth for three, if you know what I mean? And that's the thing that I worry about going forwards.
That's a great point because, like, you know, even for us, playing in the Europa League, we can give a lot of young players lots of game times, which if it was the Champions League, they wouldn't be able to get that game time. So somebody like Martinelli, who's really shone for Arsenal, he's starting Europa League games, and he's almost like the main man now in Europa League games, and he's proven himself through the Europa League. And if you even kind of go back a few years to when Harry Kane burst on the scene, it was through the Europa League. They were able to start him all the time in that, and he proved himself, and then he got into the first team. Not that I want to be talking about Tottenham, but that's how. So I understand what you're saying. That sort of pathway, these sort of lesser competitions can give to, and footballing opportunities that it can give to a lot of different players.
Yeah, and the experience that they get. I mean, you know, we obviously took Brewster to the Champions League final. We took him away to Genk last week over in Belgium. He didn't get on the pitch, but it's an experience of going in the matchday squad. I think he'll start. I think you might see Keanu Hoover. You probably see James Milner at left back in this game because we just don't have cover really for Trent and Milner. We might have lads who can do a job, but we don't have those attacking fullbacks like Trent and Robbo are two of the best in the world, never mind the league. And Milner's a great cover, but he ain't Robbo. And so we need to give them rest where we can. And unfortunately, this competition... Gomez will probably come in, yeah. And I think Lovren will probably start. Matip's maybe going to be fit, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'd probably guessed it would be Van Dijk and Lovren at centre-half, or Gomez and Lovren, and maybe Keanu Hoover at right-back. If not Keanu Hoover, maybe Gomez at right-back and stuff. So Klopp had a little thing with Gomez. He came out and basically said he wasn't training very well, which is why Lovren got the start last couple of weeks, which is a little bit of a concern. In fact, there were rumours in... Was it 90 minutes or something? Who linked to you guys, yeah? I don't think that there's any truth in that, but I tell you what, I mean, the lad's got talent. He was playing at an unbelievably high level last season. He's not quite hit that again. You know, he had a big injury again, and Joel Matip cemented his place in the side. And he's been a big miss. You know, Harry Kane got the better of Lovren a couple of times and has consistently got the better of Lovren over the years. But yeah, some exciting young players at Liverpool, and I expect a few of them to feature, Robbie.
Yeah, funny enough, it's funny because there's a few players in Arsenal's team, like a Rob Holding, Bellerin, guys like that kind of returning from injury. You know, well, they're back, but they're still not up there. Big injuries. I think they'll probably figure in that game as well. I think it's going to be probably an even spread with us as well. Some very experienced players like Mustafi will probably come back as well into defence. You know, he had a great time when he's come to Anfield. Mixed up amongst some very talented young players. So if you sort of match up with that as well, it should be a really interesting game I don't know, man. I know you lot are like. I see Salah, Mane running out.
It might be worth the managers having a little WhatsApp to each other, you know, and say, listen, boys, are you going to play your front three? And then Klopp says, no, I'm going to play the kids with a bit of experience. He goes, right, I won't play my front three. I'll play the kids with a little bit of experience. And they kind of agree to just let the kids in the experience.
Something like that would happen. You know, you never know. You know, you don't know.
You'd hate to put the front three out and then get Arsenal's kids. A little gentlemanly handshake before the game. I'll tell you what, let's just play two equal sides here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if something like that would ever possibly happen. You know, so. But I'm looking forward to the game because it is going to be something different. I don't know why I'm looking forward to it. We've got such a horrendous record in recent years up at Anfield. But listen, everything has to change. We had great turnout as usual. It'll be a full house for definite. So looking forward to the game. I'll catch up with you when I'm up there, Chris.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to get over to the RedMen TV. Excellent channel, the #1 Liverpool channel. These guys, pioneers of the fan channels on YouTube. So make sure you check it out and subscribe to it, especially if you're a Liverpool fan. If you're a football fan, you know what I mean? We can all relate to other teams. Chris, look forward to seeing you up there on Wednesday. Big game, Arsenal visiting Liverpool in the League Cup. Unai Emery needs some positives. It'd be great to get a win up there, but who knows? Thanks.